I'm going to do something that Tiffany's Quilt Life done. And it involves this right here. Alrighty, I have strips. I got strips, and I have them 1-inch strips by 2 or 2.5, whatever they are. I have those. So I have all kinds of nothing but strips. So I can put these in here. And I can use this one for my other ones. Like these right here. I don't think I'm going to put my 1 inch in there. So as I go, I'll take my 1 inch out. And then that way, we won't have them. Look at that one. I don't know if that one's a 1 inch or not. I'm going to throw it over there. We got all different sizes. Like, I think this is a 5 inch. We can put them in there too. It's not going to be no big deal. But I do want to get these 1 inch out because I don't think I'm going to use them. Who knows? I may end up going back to them. Who knows? But they're good to make rugs out of. If I get back to it. I got one started, but I don't know. And oh my goodness, what we got a bunch of I bet you they're not all the sun or all of them are. I bet you they've been used. Yep, they've been used. I can tell by looking at them. They ain't got the salvage edge. But however, what I want to do first is go through and I need to find out what the measurement is on the salvage edge side. So, we'll put these over here. I've got it going on now. Alright, let me go get me a piece of material that maybe I can get some measurements off of. I'm not going to bother you, Mama Cat. Move. Alright. Mama Cat is on. Here, let me take you in there and let you see her. See, I'd reached up there to get that one right there. And then I looked up and there's Mama Cat. So Mama Cat is laying right there. I'm going to leave her alone. I'm not going to bother her. Alright, we're going to work from salvage to salvage and see, or is this going to be salvage to salvage? It ain't. Yeah, but it's, nah. Okay, I got to go find something else. Salvage to salvage. I got to find something like that. Alrighty, I can't find a piece of material from salvage to salvage. Stay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, and we have about 23 inches. So if we do it 46 inches, we'll be able to fold it twice. So, my question is, let me get out the, am I even going to get started on this project? Let's see how far 46 works. No. Alright, right here. So 46 is right here. So if I do go the whole table, I'll be able to get a bigger one of these things and be able to put it on it. And I know I've got at least 2 or 3. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Do it as wide as the table is. And in that way, I'll have more than what I want. So, what I'm going to do the first thing is clean off this table over here so I can be able to put stuff over here. Alrighty, I got 2 inches here, and if I go, ooh, check it out, I only got a very little bit to do that. Alright, let's see what we can do to find a 2-inch, no, this right here. Oh man, I didn't cut this one down, so that means I need another basket to put the ones that I have not cut down yet. So I'll be able to cut them down. And all that good stuff. I don't want to put them in with those. Alright. Alright, you're okay. Alright. Those are too long. Alright, let me see. Move. Ain't nothing. Go on. Go on. No. Go on. Will this one work? This right here is going to be the problem. Is finding the pieces that will fit and go on with it. Go on, you guys. Go on. No, believe it or not, that one's too small too. Lordy have mercy. What do I have here then if it ain't 2 inches? Am I going to be able to get started on this? Yes, this shows 2 inches. So why can't I find a 2-inch on here? See how... Let's get another box. Get something else. Here's another one that's long. Let's see if this one will work. Well, we got to cut off that one there. There we go. Line it up here. Look here. Alright. Now, let's see what we got here. Get a pair of scissors, I guess. No, you're in my way. I got 4 dogs here. Alright. Okay, now, I'm just going to put that in a pile. Put all of them in a pile that don't work. Alright, so, I'm going to take this one until I can find one. And then, now, I'm going to take these, and I'm going to sew one to one side, and one to the other side. I have, let's see, how many of these? All these right here are the strips. Okay, here's another one. And then here are this one and this one. The rest of these are nothing but strips. So I'm going to start with, I got strips underneath these with this one, and we can empty that cardboard off. So I'm going to sew this down, and whenever I get done with it, I am going to want to iron it down. No. Gotta walk around the dogs. These two were always playing and wrestling around. And this is Hoss and that's Piggy. And they're always playing. They really do love it. That's Mom and that's Son. And of course, wherever, yeah, right there's Grandpa doing the Grandpa thing. Won't you look what he done? Put his head on my foot. You silly dog. I have just one strip on this one. Instead of putting it on both sides, I'm going to find something else to put on this side. Not a 2-inch, but something else, because I kind of want them different. What is this one? This one right here, I think, is a 3. So we're going to see if it's a 3. Can't read backwards. Alright, this is a 3. So I think I'm going to put a 3 on here. And then I'm going to put another one of these. And then a different size of this. And then that way we have them different all the way around. Alright, come on you guys. Why don't I go ahead and take this so I don't have to take all of it in there at one time, because that is going to be kind of messed up. Move. And that way I only have this to put down. Alright, let's go do it. I am going to sew this little piece onto what I've got now and iron it down. But I am going to change these out, and I might as well go ahead and sew these down. That way I've got them done. And switch them out to where I can sew them other ones. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them backwards to each other. And then that way, oh boy, we're going to have a mess here. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway. And then that way we can sew them down the next time I do this. Because I know I'm not going to, come on, I want all of you. Man, I got some stacks here. And I'm going to make more. And more. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do those. And then that way, I have those done and everything caught up. I think that would be my better bet, is to catch everything up. And I got to go through and get all these, which I think I'm pretty well much can do that. I mean, this is going to be a lot of stuff. Alright. I got all kinds of little nitty-natties in here. Don't know what half of them are. Alright, let's get these. These are here. Put them in a stack there. Yeah, I've got plenty of these. You don't. Huh? I'll be right back.
Don't bring the camera down, just walk in.
Every one of them does. Alright, one of the dogs was laying funny. And every time I bring a camera, they move. I got some in here that's sewed. Well, I don't want to try to do all of them. And then that way, I don't have any of them left. I don't have to worry about, come on, what way you do this? I don't want you to do this. Alright. Man, I ain't got nothing to do it. Not a word. I also found my thing to write bobbins, and I have a lot of bobbins, so I can mix it all together, and then that way I can put those other ones over here and in here. But I want to finish these, and I'm going to put these up here. Now, I have, let me get this out of the way. Alright, these right here need to go in here. Alright, why ain't you wanting to give away? I have these right here, which I think I'm going to put them in here. And I have these. So, I am not poor on them. See, I sew them different, but the you know, upside down right here is some. I need to set them aside so I can go ahead and start sewing them. But these with this that's already stacked up, I'm gonna put them down in here. So I will have, oh boy, I wish I had another thing like that over there. I'd be able to put some more in them. Let's see, let's go this way. And this way. Yeah, I'm going to wish I had. Because, alright, let's see how we can do this. We'll put these at the side. There we go. There's another sewed. And hopefully we can get started on a different thing. But they're still the same. It'll still be the same thing I'm working on. Alright. So I can't find a few more. There's one sewed. I wonder why I saw. Oh, I got a circle. And no sewed. I'm going to figure them out. Yeah. Alright. Here's some. Alright, now I got those to wear. But I'm not ready to start on them. I want to be able to, oh, look here, a long one. I do want to finish them other ones first, because here's another, oh, a bigger one. That way I can start them from the beginning, and hopefully I could do that. Alright, I'm not going to be able to put too many in here, so I'm going to stick these over here. And I don't remember where I got these from. Stick them there. Alright, we'll throw them up there. Alright, now I'm just going to dump those. And then that way I can use this again when I go in there and start cutting out again. That's my cut box. And hopefully I can find a box to put these in. Alrighty. Now, let's see what I can do. I'm going to throw them over here. And I'm going to continue to finish these up to where they are all done and sew them to one of them. So see here what I've got here. I ought to go ahead and iron this one. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lay it out, and I'm going to cut it down a little bit so that I will be able to keep up with what I'm doing. Alright, let's see if we can't go ahead and iron it down. So I need to go ahead and turn this on and this on. And we're going to give it a few minutes to heat up, and then we'll iron it. Alrighty, I have this right here done. Now, I think I'm going to go with another strip of this, but I don't want it 2 inches. That's 2 inches, so this one ain't gonna work. What are these? I bet you these right here are 1 strips. 1 inch strip, and I've been putting them over here. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to sew it to this one, and see if we can't change this one out. I've got all kinds, but this is a good way that Tiffany, can't use that, better go right down here, and use all my scraps up and all. I think that this is a great idea. This one here's different too. Alright, let me get some stuff here, figure this out. I know I got a little rotary cutter thing in here. Hey, hang on, Mama Cat. Let me what's it up first? And see what I can do. Right there it is, a small one. I don't need a big one on this one, so I can just cut things down. And guess what would also help by opening it up, and maybe if it'll let me. There we go. And we'll just flop it that way. Find my garbage here, because I'll probably need that off and on. I'll throw that in there. And now I'll go down through here and cut it off. There we go. And we can put that on another side. Alright, we're going to sew this down. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure I will get this straightened out after a while. But in the meantime, I cut this right here too short. So that means I need to level this right here out to where it will work. I'll figure it out. It'll take some time. I like the way Tiffany did it. She had big squares and all, and she was able to cut them down. She went through all the sizes for you, so you didn't have to worry about the sizes and all. Alrighty, so now I am going to put another one of these on it, and I'm going to wait to iron it so that I can do it in one great big old sweep. I am not for sure how it worked last time, but I had put up a box. I think I was asking $20 for it. I'm not for sure. But I think it came up to $45, something like that. Me and Cindy was talking about it the other day, and she said that to me, I'm not saying anything bad about you, don't take it wrong, but it really wasn't worth it because of how much money that it took. So, I tried selling some more boxes, and they never would sell. So, I'm not mad, but I can understand what she's saying. It was a test, it didn't work, we're not going to get mad, we're just going to go on with it. So now I have these. It does need to be ironed, but I'm going to get it longer before I iron it again. The reason why I ironed this one is when it was folded over, I was wanting to sew this in with this. And this way I didn't have to. And I've got tons and tons of scraps in there. So I could do this a lot and not be done with it. Alright, now I got, what is, this one here's a 2. I wonder if I got a 3 or 4, something different. This is a 2.5. Well, where are you pinned at? Oh, you're not. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I try to do things. I don't know how I did it. I think I asked her for $20 for the whole box, and I don't think I don't think it was worth it, from what I understand. But I can't blame her. I can't blame her a bit if it's not what you think it is, and then it's not going to be worth it when you get it and it ain't. But so far, what I'm going to start doing on this is cutting it a little bit more than what I need so I can trim it off. So I'm going to put a 2.5, I think this one is, on here. Yeah, 2.5. And then that way, everything will be different. Now, I'm also thinking about taking and incorporating some squares into it and just mix a lot of my scraps up. Now, I do have another box somewhere that's made up, and I don't know where it's at. But let's get in there and sew this one down. Alrighty, I think what I'm going to do is add something else. I mean, this is all going to be scraps. Alright, I need to go chop that one down. And, roar, I got to get some of this out of the way. Alright, let's throw these back in the box over here. You put this over here, and I'm going to sew, what, about 2 or 3 of these down for the next round. They the same? Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can't find one with that down there. And then that way, okay, here's one that's not. Throw that over there. I got a box over there. I've been putting it in. Alright, I got a phone call. I'll be back in a minute. Potential spam. You think that we can get rid of that stuff, but no, we can't. Alright. I can't believe that I'm having trouble finding like 2 inches. Ooh, this one here will work. So what we'll do is we'll put it in the middle. And then that way, and I need to iron it down. But what we're going to do, let's stick these over here, is we're going to put something else there as well, so that we can continue on about our business, I am going to take, I reckon, some of these and start laying them out. And I'm not going to care. You know what? I ought to take, and these that I have 2 or 4 keep or more. All these right here, yeah. I think what I'll do is get the odd ones that I can find out of a stack. All of them are the same. Yeah, I think that's a better way of doing it. Because if I do another quilt, I'm going to want at least 2 to 4 blocks that are the same. Alright, those are 4. So, I'm probably not going to find that many here. Here's a white one. And you can sew all these down and be able, oh, here's some more of these color. Alright, I already got that one done. I ain't gonna mess with it. Here's some white, and then I got another. Let's see. Oh no, it's not here. Ain't even a whole one. We'll throw it down there. There's 4 of these, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's go on with it. That leaves me these 2 are white. Alright, let's just not even do these. Let's keep on. This one here is the same as that one. There's 2, 3, 4 of those. Boy, I got more of these that I didn't realize that I had so many of them that are the same. The white, here's gray. Let's see the one. A lot of brown. Alright, we got 1 of these. 1 of these. Ooh, 2 of these. But this is one way about going through and doing something with your scraps. There's that one. Put that one on down there. There's that one. There's some white. Oh, looky here. This right here go with that one. So I got 2 of them. So if we can't messle them around, and we're going to trim this one down when we get through with it. Ooh, I like that one. That one's pretty. Alright, here's 2 gray ones. Let's stick them to the side. And 2 gray ones. 2 of those color. 1 of those. Look at that rooster. We ain't gonna do it. There's some pink. Another color that's the same. Right, here's another brown. Now, I'm going to have seam allowance in this. So, my thought is find one that is a small one. Huh. Wonder what these are. Ta-da! Alright, I'm gonna want these on the bottom, and then these on top, and then that way if I do another one I'd have it. Alright, now I want to find one that will work for this, and this right here will work. Now, yeah, I could put it right in the middle of them, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, and this one's the middle one. So it's really not going to work. So I just need to put it on one end of it. So 1, 2, 2, 2, yeah. 2, 2, 1. Unless I put 2 in here of 1 inch. Yes, you are getting it. Sandy, you are getting it. Alright, let's see if I can't find it. Well, I gotta get a small one and save my longer ones for my bigger stuff. Oh, this right here is just going to fit. So, now then, if I take and line this one up and this one up, then I will have something in the middle, and I can still put all this right here together. Alright, we'll see you when I get done with that.